Welcome back. Last episode we added the vector2 class so we have proper math types to work with. Today we are building a small drawing utility class, draw utils, so we can draw shapes without writing the same canvas boilerplate every time. Right now simulation.js has a raw ctx.begin path, ctx_rect and then ctx_fill block to draw a red square. That works, but once we start drawing dozens of massive points and constraints, we don't want to be repeating all that setup code, so we'll wrap it into clean reusable methods. So, and here's the new file. All the methods are static because drawUtils doesn't need any state. It is just a collection of drawing helpers. DrawPoint draws a filled circle at the position. You give it a vector2, a radius, and a color. StrokePoint is the same thing, but just the outline, so no fill. And we will use DrawPoint for mass points later on. Every physics point in the simulation will be drawn as a little circle. Then we have drawLine, takes two vector2 positions and draws a line between them. The thickness defaults to 1 pixel, but you can pass a custom value. Notice we reset line width back to 1 after drawing, so we don't accidentally affect other draw calls. We will use this for drawing constraints between mass points later on. Then we have drawRect. This just draws a stroked rectangle. Position and size are both vectors 2. And drawText renders a text at a position with a given font, size, and color. These are mostly useful for debugging and UI overlays. I would say drawRect and drawText, especially drawRect and drawLine, are not used in this tutorial, but feel free to use them at any point of the tutorial. Now let's take a look at the playground. To verify everything works, we add a few test calls in playground's draw method. So we are drawing a thick black line from the top left corner, a blue filled circle, a red circle outline on top of it, a green rectangle, and some text. If you open the browser and see all of these, then drawUtils is working, and you can be sure that we will be able to draw everything. We can also switch now to the simulation file. In the draw method, we can just remove the code. The red rectangle was just a sanity check, so we don't need that anymore because we've got the drawUtils, and yeah, it's working already. So the draw method is empty now, and it will get filled back in once we have actual physics objects to render, or if we want to add any UI elements or something like this. And then, of course, we have the main HTML file again. We need to add the drawUtils.js file as a script tag, and that's it for the main HTML. Nothing else changes in this file for this episode. Okay, and that's it already. As a small recap, we build a drawUtils class with 5 static methods: drawPoint, StrokePoint, drawLine, drawRect, and drawText. All of them take a vector2 position, so they integrate cleanly with our math system. We tested them in the playground's draw method, and we cleaned up the old code for from the simulation. We're now set up to draw anything we need, and in the next episode we'll actually have something worth drawing. So what's coming next? Next episode we are going into creating some physics. We will build a mass point class. That's a point with position, mass, and velocity that moves using the verlet integration. We will add gravity, a force accumulator, and floor collision. So instead of static shapes, we will have a point that actually falls down and bounces up again. And that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.